Welcome to another edition of the Mav and Caw Show. I'm Mav.
I'm Caw, howdy, howdy.
We hope everybody's doing good today. We have a new format we're going to bring you guys. Caw and I have been going through a lot of these, I guess you'd call them haunted videos. And Caw's more of a believer than I am, pretty much. We all know this. It takes a lot to make me believe. So, if you guys know, if we put something on here, then we're, I'm going to question it, usually. But we have some stuff we found that we want to share with you guys. And we want your opinions. The first video you're going to see, the guy's a truck driver. He called the police because he hit somebody. And we'll tell you the rest of the story when we come back.
There I go. Just record.
All right. We hope you guys like that. He was a truck driver. As you've seen, he hit somebody. He did call the police.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And they checked the truck, they checked the road, they checked the ditch. And he showed them the video. And come to find out, they get a lot of calls in that stretch of the roadway. Because a lot of people say they hit somebody and there's nobody there. Now that's pretty creepy.
Yeah, it is.
Because
so that person must have got hit by a car.
Something.
And like they're just reliving it over and over.
Yeah, and if you look close, I think you can even kind of see through it.
Yeah.
It's transparent, translucent.
Yeah, and it didn't seem like he hit her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could see like she's right there. I mean, he thought he did. She was so close.
Because if you would have hit that person, you would have seen body parts or something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Flying, you know what I mean? Like.
Yep. And I'm sure he got out and looked at the front of his truck. He looked underneath.
Right.
Before he even called the cops, but that was pretty creepy.
Oh yeah.
So we debated on this for a little while because it was caught on his dash cam, and if you get hit by a big truck,
That's why I believe it, because like it's a dash cam.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like. You can't really mess with those videos.
Right. Yeah.
And there was obviously a woman.
Oh, yeah.
Walking,
Absolutely. And she was, like you said, she was really close.
Right.
And she was close enough for him to at least think he hit her.
Right.
But there was nobody around when the police showed up. I mean, there was nobody. There was no blood on the truck. There was nothing in the grill, nothing on the tires, nothing on the roadway. I mean, it was completely empty. But even the cops have said they get a lot of reports of people hitting someone matching that description, a woman, white dress, blah, blah, blah. That's, I don't know. I guess as an officer, you just kind of have to blow it off.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm sure they're used to seeing weird shit. Now this next one, I gotta be honest with you. If it was me, I don't know how I would react, knowing that that's in my baby's room.
Yeah. Yeah, I would seal that room off.
I don't know how I would react because that's weird. It's really weird. And the baby monitor, it was really close to the monitor. That's what gets me.
That was right up in the camera.
Yeah. So you guys take a look at this video, and when we come back, you guys are gonna like this. We'll discuss it.
These are the pictures I get from my baby monitor. Detects his face, movements, sound, everything. And send it right to my phone so I can see what's going on with him. One particular night, My husband and my kids and I were out and about, and I get a notification on my phone that there is movement in a face. Mind you, my baby is with me, and my kids are with me, and my husband is also with me. So, of course, my mind goes to, oh my gosh, there's somebody in my house. So I look at my phone, and this is what I see. What is that? Look at the eyes, the nose, and the face. And like, it's clearly a face, right? Like, that looks like hair, but this is clearly a face. And it's not my baby. Let's go back to reference what my baby looks like on the monitor. Clearly a baby, right? I mean, he's sleeping. He looks at the camera. Like, it's clearly a baby. I have no words because I have no idea what this is. And I've showed it to several of my friends and they don't know what it is either. And this is the only video I cannot play back. All the other videos of movement and motion and faces, I can play back except for this one. And it's obviously very grainy. But I'm a little freaked out by this. And it hasn't happened since. But it's been on my mind a lot lately because I don't understand how this... I mean, unless it was a glitch, which is possible. But honestly, it's a little unsettling because we just moved into this house a few months ago. So what do you guys think this is? A glitch or something else? I'm not sure. And we don't have any dolls or anything, so it can't be like anything in the crib because there's nothing. What do you guys think this is?
All right. So what do you guys think of that video?
I don't like baby monitors.
No, they're creepy.
They are creepy. Even the ones that don't have video are creepy.
Yeah.
I remember when my kid was a little baby, I had the audio ones.
The audio one, yeah.
And, you know, I'd leave it on because they're plugged into the wall, so they ain't wasting batteries, you know.
Right.
So it stayed on all the time. And one day my ex-wife took my kid and left and went to see his grandma or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there and chilling, and I start hearing voices. I'm like, what the fuck, you know? Like,
yeah.
And it was. I'm not gonna say what I heard, but it was bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was terrible.
Yeah, them baby monitors are just creepy anyway.
God, man, I got the chills, man.
But I mean, in this one here, it's not like it. There was no video. There was no audio. The only thing it did was take a snapshot.
Right.
And you couldn't play any, because
I didn't even know you could do that with those.
Yeah, every other thing in her phone, she could play the video from her son.
Yeah, just not that one.
Just not that specific. Whatever that was. You said you believe it's a girl.
It's totally a little girl, dude. It is definitely a little girl.
And
it's not a baby. It's like a toddler. She has teeth.
You know what gets me is the eyes.
Yeah, them are creepy. It's not supposed to be black like that.
Because it's got the little white streak in the eyes, and that's weird to me. Yeah. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm not even going to try to attempt to say what it was, but...
It's a little demon, man.
it was a something. Holy cow. That baby was creepy. Well, now we're on to something that I think a lot of people... You either believe in this or you don't. There's just no in between. Shadow people. Now, I know Caw believes in shadow people.
Yeah, I see them all the time.
You know, I don't think I ever want to see one. And I'm not saying... I believe there's something. I mean, there's too many videos showing what these people are seeing. And whether it's a shadow person or... But there's something there.
Right.
And the thing that really gets me on those is the room can be completely black, right? No light at all. But if a shadow person is in that room, and I've seen pictures and videos, that shadow person is blacker than the black in the room.
Yep. It's blacker than the blackest part.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's creepy.
That's the part that freaks me.
That's why I don't like the dark, man. I'm afraid of the dark because I see shadow people in the dark all the time.
Right.
When I got the light on, I don't see them. you know.
That's the part that kind of freaks me out about shadow people is how dark they actually are.
Yeah.
Because there's no light, and the room is black, but you can still see the outline of that shadow person. So here's a video, and you guys leave your comments down below and let us know what you think.
The dogs are ready for bed. It's just a peaceful night here. Get ready to go to bed myself. What the fuck is that? What? Oh, God! Fuck!
Why? Coming through the kitchen here. Say hi, Bernard. He never lets me talk. And then I see that. And this is the third time I've come through, and this is exactly how I see them. 3 times now.
Alright, tell me I'm on fucking crack. Every time I turn off the light, there's like a shadow there. See that? What the fuck? What the fuck? Tell me I'm not on fucking crack, dude. Hell no. What the fuck, dude? I'm out of here. Nah.
All right. What'd you guys think of that one? I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think the one that freaks me out the most is the lady just sitting there with her dogs. Because she's just filming around, and she's like, that's just me and the dogs, and they're ready for bed.
Oh,
and then you
yeah.
see the thing standing in that doorway.
Yeah, that was freaky, but I think the creepier one was, I think it was the second one, where it looks like they got eyes.
Yeah.
That yeah, dude, you're not supposed to see their eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty freaky.
So I remember the time, just a minute ago, I was talking about the baby monitor.
Yeah.
It was that same place that I lived. And I was home by myself.
Right.
And I was on my couch playing the guitar. And I got done playing. I stopped for a minute, I think, to smoke a cigarette or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked up and my TV was off. And you can see the reflections in the old TVs.
Yes.
Dude, there was somebody sitting next to me, dude.
I remember you telling me
Oh my God, man. I freaked out, dude. Like, I was like, dude, that trailer, dude, that was like the most active place I ever lived.
Yeah.
I remember another time I was sitting on my bed playing the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got done playing. And it was as if somebody got up off of the bed. You know how the cushion rises?
Yeah.
They got up off the bed. Like they were sitting next to me the whole time.
Oh,
And I didn't know it. I didn't see anybody.
Oh, yeah, no.
And then my bed rose up. Another time I heard a whistle in the same bed. It just out of nowhere. I was like, what the hell? It was like right here in the air, I was like,
Right.
yeah, it was creepy, man.
You and I both, I think, have experienced some weird paranormal shit throughout our lives. And we've always kind of, compared brain pans when it comes to that stuff. But all I can say is, and I don't mean this in a bad way, I'm just thankful I'm not haunted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think that would mess with my brain, dude.
It messes with my social life.
Because
Like that's like it happens so much that that's what I end up talking about with people.
right.
And then like people think I'm weird and don't want to be my friend and stuff. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I had, when I was young, I didn't have problems making friends, but as I got older,
Yeah.
and stuff happened more. And when people get older, they're more like, oh, ghosts ain't real and stuff
Closed
like that.
off. Yeah.
Yeah. And so they're like, man, this dude's weird, man. Like, I'm like, whatever, man. It happens. So now whenever I talk about it, I show them proof in the phone.
And
I'm like, well, look at this video and tell me what you think.
and at least now you have an outlet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I know there's a lot of people who, if you're one of these people that you're haunted or weird, creepy shit happens to you, you're not alone. We are right here. All you got to do is message us and let us know what's going on. And if we can help, we will.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people that have said, they've lived in a haunted house and they feel like they're going crazy because nobody believes them. You know,
Right.
I might be a skeptic, but I will never dismiss somebody who is adamant about what they see or hear, because everyone's different. We all have different chemicals. You know what I mean?
Right. There's been stuff happening here lately.
Oh yeah, yes, there has.
Last night even, my feet was being touched. And I wake up and it would stop, and I'm like, I know I felt it. It was hands.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'd start falling back asleep, and then I'd feel them grab my feet again. I'm like, what the hell is that? My leg? Something like touched my leg. It was like, it just like,
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, bro. And then, what was that, yesterday that my door opened?
Yeah.
Yeah, I walked in the room. So sometimes there's a suction thing that happens when you open the other door, and it makes my door open. Okay, so I opened the door, and my door didn't open. And I took like 2 steps into the room, and then I was walking towards my door. I took 2 steps into the room, and then my door opened. And so I was like, I stopped him, and I'm dead in my tracks. I was like, bro. And he's like, what's up? Do I need to come up there? I was like, yeah.
Now, before we get to this last clip, we have a story to tell you. We went to the school, as you guys know, in the last podcast.
Oh, yeah.
So 2 days ago, Caw comes downstairs, and he has a book in his hand.
No, wait, hold on. First, I was upstairs, and everything was cool. And then I went downstairs for a few, and then I went back upstairs. Okay, now this is where it came in. Where is it? Hold on, I'm gonna grab it.
He's gonna grab it, but he came downstairs. Everything was fine. We just BS'd and smoked a cigarette and whatnot. So he comes back upstairs, and this is what is laying on his bed.
This book, it says plan on it. And
Now, before you open it, he came downstairs and asked me, dude, whose is this? I've lived here going on 4 years, and I have never seen this book. It's not one of my girls's. It's not one of my kids's. I don't even recognize the handwriting inside.
And it was messed up because it was, like you said, it was laying on my bed. But I was just up there, and I was laying in my bed, and there was nothing in my bed at all.
Right.
I had some clothes at the end of my bed.
Right.
But this was like on my pillow. So, I just got done having my head on the pillow where there was nothing on my pillow.
Yep.
But like all the pages are empty, except for this one. I don't know if you can see that. You
And
can't
the
see
one
it too, but
before.
yeah, that one and this one. It says, kill people, burn shit, fuck school, over and over and over.
2 pages.
Yeah, and on the next page, it's the same thing, but it's a stormy day. But it says the same thing, kill people, burn shit, fuck school.
I've never seen that book.
Over and over. And that's not my writing, that's not mine
either.
the way I draw.
I can't draw.
Yeah, I can, but I don't draw like that. I don't do little sketchy artwork. You know what I mean? But it was so weird because we just went to that school the day before I found that, and so and saying fuck school in it.
I have no idea where it came from. I've never seen it before.
Yeah, me either.
That is because didn't you say you had just gotten out of bed that morning? You came downstairs and we talked for a while. Everything was fine. There was nothing on your bed.
No, I came home from work.
Was it?
Yeah, I came home from work. I went upstairs. I chilled up here for a few minutes, and I went back downstairs for something. I went back downstairs because you played that commercial, and I was all excited about it.
Yeah.
And then I came back upstairs after that, and it was just laying on my bed, and it was all, I had to flatten it out. It was all crumpled up, like
you can see it.
Yeah,
in
lots
the
of
bottom.
creases, and see how it's all crumpled up. It was like, it looked like this laying on my bed, and like folded upwards. And
Yeah.
So I had to flatten it out and everything, but I don't know where it came from.
I have no idea. I've never
It came from the
seen it
abyss,
before.
man.
No one in the house has seen it before, I don't think.
Nope.
I don't know. Weird, creepy shit tends to happen now, so we're just kind of used to it. Okay, here's the next video. I'm not even going to tell you about this one, but I will tell you when you get back what I think. Okay? Enjoy.
Gotta watch out for these holes in the floor right here. You don't want to be falling through. What is this? What the hell? That scared me. But there's quite a lot of pigeons in here. Guys, I am so nervous right now. So not doing this on my own again. How many of you guys would come into a place like this on your own? There's all sorts of noises in here, but I'm putting it down to the pigeons. What are up in the roof? There's quite a lot of furniture what's been left and stuff. Oh wow, check that over there. We've even got a christening pot right there. Just think people would have been christened here once. What the hell? Is that a pigeon? Hello? 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 Oh my god! What the fuck is that? Get me the fuck out of here!
All right. So what do you guys think of that one? Now there's a reason I wanted to show this. Now, Caw and I have talked many times about when a person is actually scared.
Yeah.
Because if a person is scared, their reaction is visceral. I mean, it's a real reaction. And this guy's, when he starts screaming, I've never heard someone scream like that. Like,
Yeah, that was fear.
that was straight up fear. He was terrified. And he was not expecting that to happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to see that. Like, so I've had stuff happen, obviously, in other videos where I didn't seem very scared, but I'm used to that. You know what I mean? I'm used to it.
Right.
But if I saw something like that, I would have booked it.
Oh, dude.
I would have been gone, dude. I'd been Audi 5000, dude.
I don't even know what my reaction would have been to see that. Because
That's what makes me think it's real, because of that.
Yeah.
And like,
it turns and looks at him.
yeah, I seen other videos, but like that one you showed me, and I was like, that's fake. and it was like a ghost chick peeking out of the closet,
Yeah.
and then the dude, he just was like, oh, and
Yeah.
then ended up walking up to it anyways.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm sorry, you ain't walking up to that.
There's
That was fake as hell.
there's a few things. I mean, there's probably some like that could have been real, but he's like us. If he sees something or hears something,
Well, I also knew it wasn't real because I've seen other videos with the same ghost in it.
yeah,
It's an app that people could download, and they make
I've
videos
seen
like that.
A
and,
lot of videos with the girls with long black hair.
Yeah,
and-
that, and then the little kid ones where they're peeking from behind something, and then when they
Yeah.
start walking towards it, he ducks away, and there's nothing there.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
Those are apps.
and I'm sure that has happened to people in real life. We're not saying it hasn't. We're just saying in this one specific video we've seen, because this guy, when he went to that church, dude, if you notice, he looked in all the pews. He looked from front to back, back to front. He walked around. There was no one there. You would have heard the footsteps with all the garbage in the floor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I think he even mentions that he could not believe he was doing this alone. But his scream was so real and visceral. It was unexpected. It was just a part of like that deep-seated fear that he just was not expecting. And that's the reason that Caw and I believe it to be real. That was just something. And then when it turns and looks at him, it's pale white face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's creepy.
I mean, I can't even.
His scream reminded me of Marv from Home Alone, when he had the spider on his face.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was just. I don't know where. I believe the church was. It sounds like he has an accent, so maybe England or something. But
Yeah.
I don't know what that was. But like I said, I believe the guy because I don't think you could fake a scream like that.
No, yeah, that was real.
You know what I mean?
That was real fear right there, man. Like,
He hit that deep scream that is buried inside of him.
he hit that high-pitched woman scream.
He was like, no.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. A man screaming. If a man sounds anything like a woman when he screams, he's scared.
Right.
He is scared shitless.
Yes. And this dude was terrified.
Yeah. He's like, Jesus!
Man, I don't know how I would have reacted. Probably
the same way.
Probably the same way. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have booked it out of there, man. I can't, like, yeah, no, I'm good.
The
ghosts I have seen that were solid form like that weren't scary.
Right.
Like, I hung out with the one dude in the graveyard.
Right.
And it was just like chilling with somebody, you know.
Right.
Like,
I don't
was
know.
creepy. That was creepy when he was just gone.
I don't know what that was. I can't tell you because I don't know. I wish I did. Yeah, so I don't know. Caw and I have a couple other things planned that we want to do here coming up for you guys at future date, and we hope you guys like the new format on the podcast. So we're going to put some behind the scenes stuff on here with me and Caw, and we hope you guys like it. Also, if you want to, we got some new shirts up. I know Caw's had a few phone calls and texts with people trying to get to the shirts. I don't know if they're having issues on the website or whatnot. Just go to sell my tees. I'll put it at the bottom of the screen. And in the search box, just put in Mav and A-N-D, Caw, and it'll come right up. All right? All right. Thank you, guys. We hope you enjoyed it.
See ya.
This is Mav and Caw. We're having a discussion that we feel we need to have, number one. And number two, we're going to record it for you guys, and you guys leave your comments below, and you let us know what you think. Now, Caw and I have been going through some ghost videos. Now, I've seen a really cool video with a shadow person. It's really creepy. I would show it to you, but I don't have the copyright and I don't have the right to use it yet. I am trying to get it. So, Caw says it was fake. I know it's real. I do all of the editing, I do the animation, I do all that stuff. I would know if it was faked. I mean, you can see it if it was fake.
See,
You know,
that's the thing. Like, you're an editor, and you can make those videos, but me, I live this. Like, without editing and cameras and stuff, I see things like that all the time, and it just looks fake to me because of how it moves and how dark it actually is. Like, I've seen stuff like that, and it just don't look like how I've always seen it a million times. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen this kind of thing a million times in person.
right,
You
but
know,
they would
like-
all be different depending on what they are, number one. And number two, if it was fake, you would see the rendering. There's no way.
Hey, some people are smooth with it, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but
You
if
know,
you
like-
do it for a living, if you do it every day like I do, dude, you would see it. You would look for those little
It just looked like
telltale signs.
it looked like something like out of a movie, man. You know what I mean? Like the way it just like just moved away
Yeah.
so swiftly.
Well,
like
Okay, and so here's my point. The other video we saw of this shadow person, which you
when,
did believe,
okay, but look,
it moved the same way.
But look, whenever I see an actual shadow person, like out of the corner of my eye, and I look, they don't run away. They don't do that. They just disappear when I look at them. Whenever I see them out of the corner of my eye, like in my peripheral right here, and I look and they're just gone. I don't see them swift away.
So
what I
you
mean?
don't
Like,
think somebody could get lucky and get it on camera?
not that lucky, not that dark, not that point on. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, that was pretty cool.
yeah, it looked cool. No doubt about that. It looked cool.
But it wasn't
But
animated.
I disagree, dude. I disagree.
I mean, I would know,
We're all entitled to our opinions.
right? But I mean, okay, I'm gonna try to get this for you guys because you will see what we're talking about. Some of you might agree with me, some of you might agree with Caw. But doing it every day, all day long.
If you
I
don't
deal with
agree with-
animation all day long.
if you-
And here's the thing.
Wait.
I don't see the telltale signs.
If you don't agree with Caw, fuck off. Buy our merch. Buy that shirt. Fuck off.
So